Hello everyone, it is Yolanda coming back to you. I'm here at the truck stop. But I just ran into a young lady and she wants to tell her story. What is your name, sweetheart?
My name is Erin Loretta Wade.
Okay, so Erin is here. She wants to tell her story. I'm not going to show her face, but I'm going to allow her. You want to show your face? Why do you want to show your face? You want everybody
I'm proud of me.
You're proud of you? Okay.
I'm proud of me.
Go ahead and tell your story.
I'm 44 years old.
Okay.
I have struggled with addiction most of my life. I'm not really sure. All that stuff is irrelevant. I have lived out here on the streets. I've been homeless for almost 6 years now. Never really knowing how I got here, because right before I got here, I owned my own business. I had 3 homes, yada, yada, yada. And then there's the whole storyline that goes all the way back to my childhood. And I could go on and on about that. The story that got me here, which I didn't find out till after the fact, was that there were grown men. I'm 44. There are grown men in their 60s that are having sex and grooming children in their early.
So is that what happened to you?
So when I got here, I thought that I was protecting my daughter. I had no contact with her. I would not talk to her. I didn't want nobody to have I wouldn't even put her number in my phone, because I did not want these men to even be able to contact her.
Okay.
And I actually, she had.
Well, don't cry, sweetheart.
I'm
Okay, and I'm letting my people, my subscriber, know that you wanted to tell your story.
Hell
because
yeah.
I took a walk last night and I was just talking about a young lady that I had ran into, and that's ironic that I was walking. Now, she stopped me.
I said, "Man, there's something I need to ask."
She just started talking, and I told her, "Hey, I just ran into somebody just like you a few days ago." And as I was walking, I was telling them about the story, how they were calling her, like a lot of or whatever. And I was like, you never know what somebody is going through. And now here I run into you. And what did you say your name again was, sweetheart? Erin. So I run into Erin, and I was telling Erin, I said, "Erin, do you mind if you tell your story, but I won't show your face?" And what did you say?
Show my face.
She said, show her face. And finish telling everybody what you've been going through in your life.
Okay,
so you think maybe your family might see this?
When I got here, I realized that there's the Texas Center, they release almost all of their sex offenders in this area. There's a sex offender, whatever, yada yada. So I started at the beginning of this breadcrumb scenario, thinking that I was protecting my daughter from this, these bad people.
Right.
Just to find out that my mother, I found out is not my biological mother, the entire scenario, and I'm not going to go into the secret society names and all that shit.
Right.
Just to find out, I thought I was protecting my daughter, just to find out they all knew who I was my entire life, and I never knew, and that I was chosen.
When you say you're chosen, what do you mean by that?
I mean that I am a professional pain in the ass for God.
Really? What make you say that? You say you're...
Because I don't really know how to say it real nice, and I don't like being nice anymore about it, because you know what? Because God is an asshole, too.
Really?
God is the best and He is the worst, and He's going to show everybody.
Okay.
And that's why I stood up. That's why I stood up. That's why I went through this. That's why I'm still alive. I should never have even survived this.
So So what do you think you're dealing with now? You're here at the truck stop. You stopped me. We're talking. So
at this point, all I'm dealing with.
What do you want out of life? Where are you going from here? Are you still in?
No, I have fought my demons. I have fought my demons, and I have healed. I taught myself how to draw. I taught myself how to sing. Nobody ever taught me anything my whole life. Nobody would teach me nothing. Everything I learned off of TV, books, or God.
Right.
There were literally I had no personal relationships my whole life, because.
So where's your family? Are you out here by your?
They are all completely surrounding me. All the people that have me here, all the people that are having sex with my children.
Who's having sex with your children?
My family.
Oh, really?
people dumb shit.
So, you know, if people watching this video, the first thing they'll say is, "Oh, she's not right.
Crazy.
She's on drugs. She's high. She's a drug."
Okay, let me do this. I was forced into a lot of these situations, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna retaliate on that only because I may not have ever gone to college, but I promise you that I can match, raise, and set anything that you have to say about psychology. I have studied the DSM-3, almost the 4. I studied cognitive behavioral therapy. I have been watching and studying human behavior for almost 30 years. Not on purpose.
What type of work have you been doing, like, before you start going through stuff in your life?
I've owned my own business. I own a glass installation company. I've done marketing. I have done sales. I'm a people person.
Were you ever married and stuff? I know you said you
never
haven't.
did get married. See, that's one of the things about the chosen thing. Everybody knew who I was my whole life.
Right.
In my life, what I found out is been orchestrated from day one. And I still don't even really, I'll be honest with you, understand what the fuck is chosen me. I have my relationship with God.
Okay.
And I have my relationship with myself when I had to go all the way down. And I had to look at myself like.
So how long have you been in the situation that you're in now?
Honestly, I can tell you my whole life. But I have been homeless without water, electricity for 6 years.
6 years?
And
so where do you stay now? Like, when you're not at the truck stop?
In a broke down travel trailer with flat tires, no electricity and no water. No spiders and
Are you in there by yourself, or you with there with
there's a violent man that lives with me.
a violent man? What is it, your boyfriend, your fiance? Because you said you're not married.
I can't even say that because like he's the type of person that he has sex with everything that he can have sex with.
Whoa. What do you mean everything?
Except for me.
Well, okay, wait a minute. What do you mean?
I'm talking about male, female.
Oh wow, really?
I'm talking about these people are seduced. I don't even know. I don't know the specifics.
Okay, so wait a minute. Where is he at now?
I really don't want to know. But he's not far.
But he's around somewhere.
Oh,
He's not sitting over there at that bench with that lady over there, is
he
he?
wouldn't be. I promise you, I'd never put you in that position.
Okay.
And if I did, I would never do that.
He doesn't like.
He doesn't have the balls.
So in other words, you're not in a good relationship with him. How long have you been with him?
I can't even honestly tell you it's been a relationship. I know that if there's anybody on here that knows anything about spirituality, it has something to do with a divine countership or counterpart. I don't understand it. I know that I love unconditionally.
So you love him unconditionally?
Unconditionally. I mean, no matter what. If he was in need, he was smiling at me, and I could help him, I would.
Okay.
It doesn't even matter that he did that. And that sucks. It really pisses me off, and that's where I'm at today. Because
so you're kind of so when you see me walking by, out of all of these people out here, you got the lady right there, you got the dude, you got so many people that are out here. So when you see me and you stop me, what made you stop me out of curiosity? As you see me walking by, why was I different from anyone else? Like all of these people here at this truck stop, and I sat over there in my truck for a while. I didn't even see you until I walked by.
I'll be honest with you, I've been in desperation for a long time. Really looking for somebody to connect with. There ain't people out here to connect with. These people they're not dumb. Nobody's dumb, okay? But there's a lot of people that don't want to hear shit.
So you figured by seeing me that I would sit down, talk with you?
The fact that I even said what I said and that you did sit down with me was exactly what it needed to be.
Oh, that makes me feel good. So it just, for me to sit down and talk with you.
The fact that you took the time.
Yeah. You know, like I said, you're somebody's daughter. I was just talking about a young lady. You're somebody's child.
You know whose daughter I found out I was?
Who?
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Stevie Ray Vaughan. The
guitarist.
Guitar, really?
The like greatest white blues guitarist and I
know exactly who you're talking about.
The last 3 months, both of my parents.
You know, people probably won't believe
believe
you.
that. No, I know they won't. I didn't fucking believe it.
Really?
Girl, let me tell you something. Who the fuck is gonna believe that shit?
Nobody. That's just like saying B.B. King is my father. They wouldn't believe it. You know who B.B. King is, right?
Girl, that's how Stevie Ray Vaughan got discovered. Was his first set that he played with B.B. King.
Really? So you know something about the blues then, huh? You know, a little something, something about the blues.
Ride me a river.
Go ahead, girl. I'm not.
6 feet deep. Ride me a river. So I can soak my feet.
Go ahead. Hey.
It's a long time since we met.
Go ahead, girl. You
Ride me a
sang.
river.
You got some
A
talent there.
river of regret.
Yes, ma'am.
Since the day we met.
So,
Yes,
by
ma'am.
me sitting here interviewing you, you're saying it's just an intervention. It's weird with all the people
This is
here.
God.
This is God.
G-O-D, baby.
G-O-D that brought us together. God brought us together. Huh? You think
Who
so?
else would it be?
Yeah, you're right. Because
Ain't nothing but G-O-D.
there you go. You're a very kind person. And see, that's what I was telling people on my channels I was talking to. I said, you never know what a person is going through, what they're dealing with in life. Don't cry, sweetheart. You're doing good. Don't cry.
I'm sucked in.
We're talking, and I love that you're giving me this interview. You told me to upload it. You want to put it
Amen.
out there.
I'm
Because
so glad that you did it because God was telling me to get on this. I do TikTok. I love TikTok.
I don't do TikTok.
But I play with it because I like the whole thing about being able to put the little thing on and you ain't got to go through 6 hours of makeup. You know, and just be like,
Yeah.
If you, I mean, you know, whatever. But I'm not a religious person.
Okay.
And I'm not in any way. And I struggled with my relationship with God for a very long time.
Yeah.
I lost my memory about 5 years ago. I had got hit on the head when I first got here, when I first got homeless,
Right.
which I later found is intentional. See, the thing is my memory's all coming back.
Oh, really?
And all the things are falling into place. And now I know all the truth. And it's taking every
So now how many?
sober thought I have not to fucking.
So if it's coming back, how many kids do you have?
I have 2.
Are they grown? Are they teenagers? Are they small?
My daughter is 19 years old. My son was 8 years old when he died. He was drowned.
Oh, wow. Okay. And so how long you been in your current relationship now with the man that you're with now?
This man, I'll leave that out, has had control over my life since my father died.
And how long has that been?
My father died when I was 7 years old. And I'm
So you've been with him a long time.
I didn't even know who he was.
So-
He controlled my life from a distance because he went to prison for like so many years, and he kept contact with the lady that raised me because I wasn't raised by my original my biological mother.
So did you come up like in foster care or something?
No, it was my biological mother's sister.
Oh, okay,
But
got
she
you.
didn't ever tell me about my biological mother. She just told me that she was my mother and she was a horrible.
But you know, you're a very beautiful lady. There's so many things that you can do with your life and
They
with.
won't let me go.
Well, you know, don't use that excuse.
It's not
that,
an excuse, baby.
No, I'm not saying that.
They
What
won't
I'm
even let me get a
saying.
driver's license. I
Who?
mean, I can't even make it off the end of the fucking block. Everybody knows me. Everybody knows
No,
me.
no. What I'm saying
Oh
is.
no, I'm.
So
I
you're
am
saying
proud.
you've tried to like get jobs, do things, go other places, and have you tried to get out of the relationship? Because it seems like you're. How did you get that? Who cut you there?
You see this part right here?
I see that. Who did that?
You know those fucking things you use to cut tree limbs?
Yeah.
That caused that.
Oh, really?
And broke the bone in my arm, right? Went to the hospital, not even 3 miles from here.
Yeah.
I came out of the hospital with 57 staples from my heart artery all the way to my artery.
I see.
And I pulled all these staples out myself in this store, in this bathroom, in this store.
Inside the truck stop?
Yes, but I'll be honest with you, I even had to, I didn't steal them, but I had to like borrow fucking wire cutters to get them out because I couldn't trust to go back to the hospital that fucking put them in there.
Why?
And nobody would help.
See, that's the thing. There's help out here. There is help. I can give you numbers. There's people that will help you.
I'll say
They
this. I
will.
say this in the nicest, kindest way.
Okay, say it.
God's getting them from the inside out, and it starts with people like me going through horrible things like this. It starts with the Earth Angels.
But listen, but you know, as people
It's
watch this
exposing.
video, you know the first thing they'll say
I
is,
don't give a rat's ass.
no, let me tell you, because you say you got TikTok. No, let me tell you. You know the first thing people say, oh, she's on drugs, she's not
So
rap
what?
tight,
I'm on
she's not
drugs.
there.
Thank
So
God
you-
I'm on drugs. Thank God I'm drinking beer. Thank
Wait
God.
a minute, slow down. What
I
drugs?
say this only because. I say this only because.
Wait.
What do you expect when you have a society that fucking tears every emotional bracket in your fucking psyche down into nothing and then builds you up into a crumb?
Okay.
You have a society that builds you up to nothing with a whole lot of skills of nothing, trying to fight the fucking world and the devils and the demons of the fucking world with nothing.
So can I ask you something
Yes. Anything
kind
you
of
want.
personally? Like, okay, so we're sitting up here talking, I'm listening to you, and it's
I
obvious
apologize
you're
for
right.
being so-
No. So throughout the day, like, what do you like do with, like, you know what I'm saying? I can tell you are just really going through some stuff.
I have to get up every day.
And what do you do?
I have no electricity. I have no water. So I have to get up and figure out how I'm gonna.
What about the local shelters?
It has. I don't want to go in all that secret society talk and all that fucking.
I know I hear that a lot.
Because it's not. I don't want to go into that because I still had to fucking tell myself
Yeah.
that they're not gonna keep me down.
You got some nice boots there. You're welcome. I wanted to, you said those some nice
Damn.
boots. Yeah, nice boots he got
Those
on.
are the kind of people you need to watch out for.
Why are you got to watch out for? He seemed to be a cool driver.
Flashing those. But that might have been something that somebody gave me. You have to really pay. You know what? You're right. I try to pay attention. I've spent so much time with people. The one, I had two people in my life. I was adopted by my so-called stepdad, my dad, that raised me, and his mother.
But no, let's go back to what you just said. So
I had to
not
get up every day, and I had to figure out how. Yes, I do drink, and I do partake in illicit drugs.
Really?
It's not because I'm poor and broke. I can't really go off and get high all day. I'm not all high all day. I'm having to struggle to make.
But you said you was in the corporate world. You did, you know, you used to do certain
Bro, I used to have
jobs.
all kinds of money. I had all kinds of friends, all kinds of people.
So none of those people are in your life anymore?
Even my best friend that I've known from 22.
Where is she at? Where's your best friend at of 22 years?
Odessa, Texas.
Odessa?
She knows everything that's happened. My whole life has been documented.
Do you talk to her at all? I see you got your
I don't
cell
want to
phone.
no more.
Oh, you don't?
Would you
Okay.
want to talk to your best friend that's
Yeah.
been friends with you for 20 years?
Yeah.
You find out that you're pretty much like a science project and she knows everything but she's never told you.
Oh, okay. Well, now that's a different story.
She's the only person in the whole wide world that you ever thought you ever had a connection with that was actually genuine. And you find out she was a part of the whole thing.
So would you feel like a conspiracy or something? Or something against
It's
you
not
plotting?
a conspiracy. I want to say that it's been a way of living for hundreds of years.
Okay.
I want to say it's a way of living that's been hidden from the mainstream society that they're trying to create.
Because you know why I asked you that? Is me and you talk. You say you stopped me. Now I'm talking to you, and I'm a pretty cool person. I try not to judge people. But you know, as I'm talking to you, the first thing that I would ask you, I'm not a psychologist.
Hey, bust out on me. You can bust out on me.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you something.
You are not gonna hurt my feelings, and I promise I won't.
Okay, so you say you drink, you get high. Are you on any type of medications that? Are you under a doctor's care? Any of that? Be honest. Talk to me.
I'm gonna bust out for you, okay?
Bust out for me. Come on, talk to me.
Okay. The whole story is crazy. When I was 15 years old, I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder and schizophrenia.
Okay.
And my mother said it was because she put me in this place because my mom's best friend's son had died on my birthday. And I took it really hard because I never had. He was the only person at that point in my life that was my friend. Hey, buddy.
Hi.
How y'all doing today?
Hi.
You always gotta talk to the kids, man. Because they always look at you like, oh, weird. Like, yeah, you gotta talk to the kids. Anyway, it was only like the lady that raised me, which I found out was not my mother. But anyway, it makes the story retarded, and I can't even talk straight. But I never had personal relationships with people, and this woman Like, she manipulated every relationship I ever had. And so I didn't have, the only personal relationship I had, I played the violin in school because I refused to go into choir because somebody made fun of me when I was in 4th grade in the talent show. So I never sang, but I've always wanted to be a singer. That was my dream when I was a child.
And you can sing. You got a great voice. Seems like you're just going through stuff in life right now. And I wish you would just, because there's some numbers that I can have, some places, but you're saying you don't want to.
There is a place in Austin.
So can I have to ask you something? Do you want to get help?
Yes, there's a place in Austin.
Okay.
The whole fucking recovery program, because I've studied the DSM. I have studied every diagnosis that has ever been brought across me because I wanted to know. I wanted to know every facet. I've even studied astrology. I have studied every facet of my sign, my sun sign, my left sign, my right sign, my north node, and all that shit. I've studied everything. I went to prison for 3 years for DWIs because I used to be a blackout drunk.
Really?
Okay, so
where are you originally from? Are you
in Texas?
Oh, so you've been in Texas your entire life?
My whole life. So,
you've never been outside of Texas, like to live in another state?
I lived in Colorado from when I was a kid for about 6 months. I've been.
But I'm saying your adult life. Have you nowhere else?
I went to Chicago for about 4 months until my daughter tried to kill herself.
Where's your daughter at now? You said she's not. Where's she at? Is she out here in Texas?
She's down here with the people that are doing this to me. She's actually a perpetrator of a lot of the misery that is caused to me because she hates my guts because they have groomed her to hate me.
Who is they?
My family. Well, the family that was created around me after my parents died.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can talk all day and this video could go long. You wanted me to record you, but I'm not going to record you too much longer. I'm going to get ready to turn. What do you want to say to people that are watching this, that are looking? What do you want to do? You want to say anything to anybody? Or are you hoping any of your family see this?
If you made it this far and you gave a shit, the one thing I got to say in life is God is the only thing that got me through this.
Amen.
I have been torn to shreds many times, and I can honestly tell you that I haven't really truly ever had help from humans. Never an understanding help, never a true help. There was always a manipulated help. There was always some kind of
somebody always trying to use you and take advantage of you. Is that basically what you're trying to say?
So, and not to say like I've got that weird la 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 la. Like I genuinely had to learn how to lean on God.
There you go.
And the strength inside of myself.
There you go. But you know, not to cut you off. You know the thing that I've noticed? I always run into different females like you at the truck stop.
God's telling you something, girl.
What is God telling me?
God's telling you you're doing your job.
Every time out of all the people.
This is your purpose. See, it's the
and I'll sit down and I talk and like the other girl, we walked in the truck stop, we were conversating, we went in there, she sat down to eat. She was telling me her story. She lost her kids to the
weird shit. When this happened, nobody would help. I'm like, I went into business all around here. Just like, please just drive me to a different hospital. I just didn't want to go to the
nobody helped you?
No one. You know what I did?
What?
God set me down in a field over there and made me eat flowers. I ate flowers for over an hour and poured dirt. I know it's gonna sound so weird. Somebody's gonna freak out.
Yeah, it sounds like
it was weird. Like
people will say, "Oh, she's not in her right."
And I wasn't in my right mind. I was dying. I thought I was gonna die.
So okay, not to keep cutting you off, and we're jumping all over.
I mean, I understand it's going all over the place.